Chris and this is Ryan. We're just going to give you a quick overview of our hose and fittings range, just so you get an idea of what's best for what application. Now it's all in detail in our new Aeroflow catalogue, so you can grab one of those if you want to read about it. Otherwise, we'll start with our 400 series. Yep.
Okay, our 400 series is a great entry-level hose. It has a CPE chlorinated polyethylene liner. It's nylon reinforced, and it's available with a black and a blue outer cover. It's available from dash 4 right through to dash 12, and we've got two types of fittings to use with it. We've got our braised fittings and we've got our one-piece fittings. The one-piece are a bit tighter radius, but they both install the same. You simply push it in to the hose, no lube required, and it locks in on these grooves. We do sell separately aero clamps to retain the hose onto the fitting. We recommend the aero clamps anything over 10 psi or anything over 7 degrees Celsius.
Okay, so the 400 series is good for methanol, ethanol, pump fuel, but no good for power steering, no good for transmission lines or oil cooler lines.
That's correct.
Right, next we have our traditional stainless braided line.
Yeah, that's correct. So we've got it available in two different finishes. We've got stainless steel and nylon. The stainless steel is available in black and traditional stainless steel finish. Nylon has a stainless steel underbraid for support and a nylon overbraid.
So that's good for in the engine bay if it's up against any billet bits or leaning against paintwork somewhere.
Yep, it's definitely. The rubber liner is compatible with pump gas, ethanol or methanol blended fuels, coolant lines, oil lines. We also sell an inner core support spring. So if you're running the lines on a vacuum pump or a dry sump pump on the vacuum side,
or even tight radiuses, I suppose.
Yeah, definitely tight radiuses.
Slide straight down there, stops the hose from collapsing under high vacuum, or if it gets too warm on a tight radius, you might want to flex, but the inner coil spring will save it. So Ryan, one of our most common questions is what's the story with this taper versus cutter? Is one actually better than the other?
Well, it comes down to personal preference. They both seal on the nipple. Taper is probably a little bit easier to install. The cutter has a second chamfered edge that cuts into the back of the liner, adding a second seal.
Another common question is what's the difference between our traditional brace fittings and Aeroflow's full flow series?
Okay, well the full flow are a tighter radius, they're a one-piece design, and they have an uninterrupted flow. Whereas your braze series are a bit longer radius and they're brazed together.
Okay, so in high vibration, off-road racing type stuff, you'd go for the full flow for a little bit more durability?
Yes, definitely.
Now, next up is our PTFE or Teflon lined hose. Same finishes as a rubber hose?
Yep, sure is. We've got 3 or 4 braided stainless steel, and we've also got it in black electroplated. And then we have the nylon braided outer, which has a stainless steel underbraid for structural support and integrity. This is the hose to use for transmission lines, power steering lines, oil cooler lines. It's great with all types of fuels. It's my personal favourite, and it's pretty easy to install.
Yeah, so highly recommended for high horsepower street cars, race cars, endurance stuff. So this stuff, if you're using fuel lines inside the car, this is the stuff to use.
Yes,
the rubber tends to permeate sometimes, that gives you that fuel smell in the car, whereas the Teflon inner liner stops all that, there's none of that happening. Plus it's a lot more heat resistant. Teflon obviously has a different style of hose fitting. Give us a bit of
Yep, it does. So they're both available with the traditional braze style hose end, and then you've got your full flow. They have an olive. So to correctly install the hose, you've got to slide the olive over the liner but under the braid. Then it has like a little edge that you push the liner up to. You've got to make sure you cut your liner 100% straight, and then you just tighten up the socket end.
Yeah, that'll all be in instructional video, so just have a look on our YouTube channel and we'll cover that in detail, how to put the hose together and all that sort of stuff. Okay, and now for the ultimate in hose and fittings, this is Krypton. Developed by Aeroflow on our nitro funny cars, pushing over 4,000 horsepower. It's a Kevlar woven outer that's flame retardant over a PTFE or Teflon inner. It's nice and smooth on the inside, but it's convoluted on the outside to help with flexibility.
Yes, that's right. So what it does is the convolutions help lock in our patented design olive. So it's very easy to install. The burst pressures are over 2,500 psi. Krypton is large bore. It outflows your traditional AN size hoses. For example, dash 4 in Krypton almost flows the same as your dash 6 AN. designed to be used with Krypton's hose ends. These are available in two different finishes. It's titanium and black. They're both hard anodized. They're super lightweight. We've just released the full flow body, which is heavy duty and perfect for your high vibration applications.
Okay, so this stuff here is great for not just drag racing, but boat racing, speedway, burnout cars, basically anything extreme motorsport wise or anything where weight is an issue. This is the perfect stuff for it. So all this stuff's great, Ryan, but I understand in Australia you're supposed to run hardline under your car.
Yes, that's right. So Australian ADR requires you to run as much hardline as possible. We offer the stainless steel hardline from 3/16 from brake lines right through to -8, which is 1/2 inch.
Okay, and I see we've got it in aluminium as well.
Yeah, we sure do. We offer aluminium in -4, which is 1/4 inch, all the way through to 5/8, which is -10. It's available in raw finish and black anodized finishes.
Okay, so the black anodized is what you want to be using if you're using any E85 methanols or race blended fuels. It's anodized on the inside, so it prevents corrosion. Now, to join these up to our flexible lines of the motor and the fuel tank, what have we got exclusions there, haven't we?
Yep, we sure do. We've got your tube sleeve and your tube nut. This is to go over the end of the line. You flare the end of the line to an AN 37-degree flare, and that's how you get it to seal. We also have our tube connectors, which seal on a ferrule, which are very easy to install.
So that's if you haven't got a flaring tool and stuff like that, you use your ferrule fittings. If you're happy with flaring the end of the line, which is quite easy, you can use the tube nut and sleeve.
Correct, that's right.
That concludes our little show. If you'd like any more information on any of the hoses and fittings or how to put them together, please check out our YouTube channel and we'll see you next time.